that study law, they are very boring. So speaking, very boring. Imagine trying to like vibe with a guy that studied that, in fact, vibe with a girl that studied law, and she'll be telling you that according to the constitution of article something something something. We're having a simple conversation. She said you are violating the right of defamation. Yeah, these are that. Back guys, you're still listening to Edutainment TV. Yes, I am still Excel. You can, as I said before, you can call me Excel. Yes, my name is Excellence, but just call me Excel. Imagine somebody just shouting my name saying Excellence. Sounds so unprofessional. So onto today's video, I wanted to talk about entertainment. I had the drill and the motivation to talk about entertainment. So, but it just sparked within me. I say, let me finally talk about another course. Yes, law. The course really deserves the people who are studying the course because it's what my research has proven to me. Oh God, those guys are actually trying. They deserve the prize that they carry. You know, when you see some people who are studying law, they be like, they have this proudness within them that yeah, nobody can talk to them anyhow. But yeah, now I know they actually do. They deserve it because with what they are passing through just for that course alone. But it's not that same them to go and study it. I don't know why they are transferring their pride and whatever to us. Kokowa. All right, so on today's agenda, I'll be talking about what the course law is about, the subject combinations for the course, schools globally and nationally that are fit to study law, uh, challenges of studying the course, benefits of studying the course, and what also comes to mind. Yeah, I also have advices from people who have actually studied the course. I have advice for people who are aspiring the course, advice from people who are studying the course, and advice for people who have studied the course law. So on this video, I'll be talking about those two. Those my list of agendas. So the first things first. Everybody wants to know what law is. Most of you are eager to study law, but you don't even know what the course is about. And well, I'm not much. I'm not a law student. I did my research, and collect some information from people. Most of my friends who have actually studied law also. So first things first. Law is um, law is an academic profession that specializes in studying and involving on studying cases, law case statuses, and case laws, or something like that. As I said before, I am not a law student. All these are just from my research. Okay, so they make use of the constitutions to judge and also um, guide and also promote people and promote justice in general and resolve conflicts. Yes. You, if you want to still know more about law, go and study it. It's not like as if it is an easy stuff to study, as how mass com has actually been. So the next thing that comes to my mind, next one is I made mention of the subject combinations to study law. If you are planning to study law, obviously you must obviously be an art student. Yes, because what is a science student looking for to study law? I'm confused because you don't even have any basic knowledge of anything like government, literature, or English. You do have basic knowledge of English, no doubt, yes. But literature and government, what are you saying? Whatever. All right, so obviously you must be an art student to study law. And one of the subject combinations for our country, basically speaking, to study law is no less than government, literature, English, and any other social science course. It depends on the school. So it depends on the kind of school you want to go to. Some schools does not actually accept some social science courses. And so social science courses are like, let's say, biology or economics. So I'll actually just advise you pick something like CRS also. So it's going to be just government, English, literature, and probably also CRS. Now, I'm going to make mention of the schools. Let's first start with the schools that are best for studying law in Nigeria. Some people are like trying to hear the schools because this thing has led to many arguments. Well, the top one, and which one is going to remain the top one in Nigeria, the best school to study law? Obviously, Unilag. I'm just going to lie to you. That school is the best for studying law. They have the necessary equipment meant to even study law. I'm very sure they might even have courts there. There is all these people that are studying law in their school. They actually know how that. And the requirements to even enter and study law at Unilag is more ethic because it's a very competitive school, very very competitive school. So if you are planning to even apply to Unilag to study law, or you're already even studying law, If you are studying law, you already even know how it is. And if you have studied law, you already escaped and you already knew how it is. So I will not too much of pressurize you to not go to Unilag, but if you are planning on doing that, at owner's risk. The next one that comes to mind, the second top of the entire core of your entire universities is OAU, Obafemi Awolowo, Ile-Ife, Osun State. That school is like, let's say, the shadow of Unilag, because everybody most times compare OAUA with Unilag. I don't know why, because Unilag, University of Lagos, I mean, it is more, but OAUA actually have a more standardized way of also learning. And plus, they're also competitive. They're far too competitive. Their cutoffs and most of their stuff are actually more strict. If you are planning on even writing JAM to apply for those two schools, you must and study law, you must be thinking of having something like 300 or 299 in your JAM or something. Because they were never in my bucket list. Okay, actually speaking, they were never in my bucket list. I would have actually loved to study at OAUA. But somebody just whispered this thing to my ear back then, and the person was like, excellence, they will think of studying OAUA. That school is a sadist school. They refuse to give you they refuse to give you the results you are meant to have. I don't know. I'm not studying there, so I can't tell. But if I was to study there again, which I do not even want to study law there, so of course I know that it's going to be very competitive and stress like, no. I'm cool with my mass communication. Bring any of your course. I will still stick with my mass communication, whatever you say. That is whatever you say. Okay, so now the benefits of studying law. The benefit of studying law. All the major benefit of studying law is your critical thinking. I mean, the way you reason things it will elevate more. The way your reasoning skills will actually elevate. You feel like yes, you can assimilate more. You're going to become a reader. Lawyers, people that are studying law, you guys are far too reading. They read a lot. There was a friend of mine when I was still like in my high school days in boarding school, who his elder brother was actually studying law back then. I think he must have actually graduated or maybe he had his masters. He When I went to his room, because I went to go and spend like a 2 weeks holiday there, I went to his room and lo and behold, his brother had books as tall as a mountain. Yes, I'm exaggerating, but yeah, they were looking as tall as a mountain back then because I was short. So they looked as tall as a mountain. I was wondering, what what are you reading? It was like everybody that is studying law must at least have a little bit of something more upstairs. He must be constantly reading. Now I know why his hair is always full and looking like a professor. All right, so there are many other skills you will learn, obviously. So I'm not going to talk more on this. I have a friend who is going to give me a video concerning law. He's going to be talking about things about law, and he's going to show you a video about his school. Yes, he actually is studying OAUA. So yes, he's going to show us the videos of his school, and let's do a video recording of him talking about how the law course is. As I've said before, I did not study law, and I'm just saying from my research. So one of the major challenges you will face for law is stress. It is stressful because your timing, oh Jesus Christ. Everything about law basically is stress. I'm not just going to lie to you. Those guys, with the way they read, with the way they try to assimilate all this constitutional stuff like that into their head, it's just like they should calm down. Literally speaking, they should calm down because well, they can't calm down. All they need to do is to put those things in their head, learn argument trials and stuff like that, so they can prepare themselves mentally, psychologically speaking, so they can come and start defending some people who will just go and rob and deny themselves, and lawyers will be trying to settle case and that. I watched a law K drama series, and I was just like, lawyers are actually trying, man. This woman was literally on books and she didn't even go home. She was just trying to read some case files. I was like, what are you reading? What's communication? And one is very simple. The only things we read are necessary books for us to communicate with, more humanitarian books for us to obtain more knowledge with, and possibly scripts and novel and books and novels also, so we can be able to, like, when we are trying to edit a novel write-ups. Yes, we don't do too much of the books and the way all these law carry books up and down. Did I tell you how those books were as big as mountains? They were as big as mountains, man. All right. Um, I the best school internationally so far I think should be I don't know the best school, but I have a list. I had a list of the best school. The first best school that comes to my mind was Oxford University. Oh, Oxford, University of Oxford. I mean, there's nobody in the entire world who hasn't even heard of the school. And okay, another one that comes to my mind is Yale. It is Yale. So it was very surprised when I heard of this the university called Yale because I was like, how? Because there was a time I saw. There was a time back when I was very young. The Nigerians did this thing that there was a cabin biscuit, a cabin biscuit. Anytime we were giving that stuff to our body school back then, there was also the name there, Yale, Rabi, Yale. So we call it Yale back then. I was very surprised because I didn't know it was actually just pronounced Yale instead of Yale. To see how my level of intellect and stuff were so down back then, I will never want to go back to the past. And I was very surprised because when I realized that actually it was a real institution. It was a real institution. Seriously. Wow. Okay, so there are other universities there that are globally best for studying law. Advantages of also studying law, I think you gain more international um, access to personnel more because people who are studying law, I think when you go out there and you announce the fact that yes, you are studying law, it gives you this amount of achievements and horror that you create. I mean, one of the reasons why my dad was trying to force me to study law back then was because I'm very sure most of his friends back then were like asking him this question: "Did your son study law? Uh, or is he about to study law?" And my dad will be telling them that yes, he's aspiring for law, and I'm very sure they'll be giving him this like, "Wow, you are, yeah, we are, I'm very, your son is going to be like a barrister. Hey, this, a job." Yes, newsflash, daddy, wherever you see this video, I am not studying law. I am a mass communication student. No, we are not second hand to law. We also stand alone. Yes. So, yeah, but we all know that if you are studying law and you tell anybody you are studying law, but you are studying it in a school like Unilag, anybody that sees you, they will just give you this sense of respect. I think that's one of the benefits most law students actually even get more. They get more respect, more acknowledgement. When my friend does his video concerning about the school and him talking about the course in general, how the course is like for people who are studying that particular course there, then I will in my next videos to come, I'll actually put it there. I did not say in my next video I'm actually going to be talking about law because law is tiring to even talk about. A lot of things I have to put in my head. It's not easy. The amount of research I did for law. I mean, they are studying a lot. Because what are you studying? It's just constitutions and how to know how to uphold justice and settle conflicts. Why transfer your aggression on us? I seen one law student one time. I was trying to have a normal simple conversation with him, and he was like, "Don't talk to me. I'm not your mate." I was puzzled. I was like, "What happened?" He said, "Don't you see I'm studying law?" Yes. I understand that you must have that pride. Yes. Yes, you even deserve the pride because with what I just did my little research on, yeah, you guys are worth it. But don't transfer your aggression on us now. Us too, we are studying courses too. Our courses too, we stand out later on. I'm very sure with nearest future like this, that who knows, maybe we will be using law. With the advancement of AI, we'll soon enter the time of when courts will no longer be needing lawyers. Our AI will be telling us that yes, this person is guilty, using CCTV cameras to provide evidence. We wait till then. Who knows? Maybe Elon Musk is actually going to even provide something like that for us. We wait till then. Who knows? It's true. Say, mass communication is going to be outdated very soon. With the way I was scrolling through social media platforms yesterday, and I saw AIs in the form like programmed AIs talking, making it look so realistic. I was like, man, the days of courses are about to start ending. We should all start learning all these digital courses. I think I'm going to start. I think I'm going to go and run and start learning something like computer science. Yeah, I guess I guess I should go and learn a computer science course, something like that. I have a lot to talk about concerning law for my research book, but with the way I'm actually looking at it, I don't want to say much. So when my friend does his video, he'll be able to say more because if I say it all, it's going to be like as if I've already restricted the amount of information he can pass. But as I've said, I did not study law. I'm just saying for my research. Because somebody will start messaging me on my WhatsApp platform and be like, the way you're talking about law, did you study law? I did not study law. In my next video, I'll be mixing my law and mass communication together. Though I'm going to talk about entertainment because I think I'll be talking about too much of education. So I'm going to enter entertainment. We need to relax. He said, there's this saying that goes, learn. I mean, what was it back then? My dad usually whispered that stuff to my ear. He's let's play. If something makes Jack a dull boy, something like that. That saying was so old. I didn't even put it in my head anymore. I doubt I remember it. Aha, hey, I remember now. All work, let's play, make Jack a dull boy. That stuff is very true. If you work too much and you don't even like balance your life with a little bit of fun, you think you'll be able to assimilate? No, people like me, I need a little bit of fun in my life. Too much of a bookworm does not help. We need something to stabilize our knowledge, to keep us like sane. Because most of the people that are reading too much, I'm very sure. That's why people that study law, they are very boring. So speaking, very boring. Imagine trying to like vibe with a guy that studied that in fact vibe with a girl that studied law, and she'll be telling you that according to the constitution of article something something something. We're having a simple conversation. She said you are violating the right of defamation. Yeah, this and that. I am just trying to have a normal simple conversation. Mass communication, we are communicators. Don't blame me. We have a little bit of fun in our course. You guys are too stand-ups, like too rigid. You guys are too rigid. You guys are like losing up. Losing up. Okay, please. All right, so I would love it if you can follow me on my next video. I'll be expecting you there. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to also share. I also want this video to reach people that are studying law. I want them to see it. Let them know that yes, he's a guy that's studying mass communication, trying to enter law, trying to talk about law. So I would love it if you can like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.